Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Napoleon and today we are back with another Enlisted video, and today we have to talk about the new roadmap, because as of right now, I have just checked, the latest roadmap is a little bit outdated. So without further ado, let's just get started with the video itself. Looking at the roadmap of 2024, we do have to see a lot of things have been done. As a matter of fact, when I say a lot of things have been done, almost all of them have been done. So that's pretty good. In my personal opinion, last year was a pretty interesting year, and now this year is going to be better, mainly because of the fact that a lot of issues that we previously had are fixed, which is pretty dang good. Now, on the other hand, we do have another issue regarding the new roadmap. What is the next roadmap going to be? What direction is Enlisted going to go towards? And what do you think Enlisted should go towards is a pretty big question that a lot of people are going to be asking about. And in my personal opinion, I do think that Enlisted should be going towards content, or to be exact, a more easier flow. For example, in the last roadmap, we do have new frontline, new battlefield, new combat events. I think Enlisted should focus towards on more events, because as of right now, it does appear like Enlisted events are lacking. And we should talk about the fact that we need a new frontline and new battlefield, because that is what everyone wants in the new campaign. And of course, we are getting more maps, such as the Battle of the Bulge map, but the issue is that every time we get a new map, it feels like these new maps aren't really that different, and what makes it worse is that after a few days, the map becomes old, which is actually not Enlisted's fault. It's just the fact that I think we should just get more maps and more quickly, which is something that is not surprising to anyone. For starters, I do think the Soviet Union versus Japan is obviously going to be on here, since I've been talking about this for a very long time, and we have the recent test of the updates, so that's pretty dang good. A potential Manchuria map is essentially going to be one on the list. If it doesn't happen, that will be pretty sad for everyone involved. And number two, I do think we should be preparing slightly for the Cold War, although we don't really need the Cold War just yet. I do think more bug fixes and whatnot should be added into the game. Better customization is a must-need, and a lot of other basic stuff that we could add into the game that will make the game better. This is not to mention the fact that one of the things that I really want to see is the fact that the British and the Italians are in their own separate territory, which is something that a lot of people want. And it could split up the player base, but at the same time, it shouldn't really split up the player base, because I'm pretty sure that Enlisted can handle that, considering that it went from the campaign system to here. Now, regarding the recap of this year, I do think that the desertion for penalties and whatnot have been pretty useful for the game. I just been recently looking at Reddit, and it did say, quote, "Desertion of penalties have been very good. Thank you, Enlisted, considering that as of right now, a lot of people are not leaving games as much," which is pretty interesting if you want to know about that, concerning the fact that one of the big issues Enlisted previously had was that people were just leaving games. Of course, people like me, we just leave games because we can, especially when I'm recording videos. If I see this battle isn't going to be any fun, or if I see this battle isn't going to be good, I just like quit and call it a day. But needless to say, I do think a lot of things have been going well for Enlisted in general, considering that the new developments is pretty dang good. As of right now, there are a lot of things that Enlisted has previously fixed. One of the good things that I think they should fix even the AIs even more, but in my personal opinion, they have done a pretty good job. And I'm kind of speechless to say what Enlisted should do next, because there is a direction that Enlisted could go, and that is Enlisted going to the Cold War, which is a big Pandora box of what we don't know is going to happen. I do think that whatever Enlisted does, I'm more than interested to look after. Now, that said, what do you guys think Enlisted should head towards? It's literally in between the gap of, should Enlisted do that, or should Enlisted do this? Needless to say, what Enlisted really needs is the player base, and I do think Enlisted should get more players, which is something that they should do. But that said, without further ado, that's all it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next one.